Well, you know, he looks like he's bigger than that, Les. Of course, size is an advantage in this profession. If a man can bring his weight to bear, if you remember a great amateur one time, Chris Taylor, who later turned pro, he was able to use his 440 pounds so effectively, he won 2 national collegiate titles against it. With it, I mean, against some smaller men that were great, but just that size is a real obstacle sometimes. And Ray Candy has showed himself to be able to handle that size. Now, Deke Rivers is messing with fire there, because I think if you're going to get a guy that big, you're going to make it mad. Now, right away, Candy taking him over, and now he's laying with that. Rivers is smart now to come up from out from under that.
I know it was early on there when Ray first took Deke down, Deke trying to sit out, but Candy more or less just smothered him with the weight. The best thing he could do was get to the ropes to get that break.
Well, that's true. Again, I'm not that familiar with Deke Rivers' background, but if he's smart, you don't have to be an expert to know that when a man's laying on you and crushing you, you better get out there. Ooh, Ray Candy threw him over like he was flipping a coin. I think this man is deceptive in his strength. The only thing I'd be concerned about and carrying that weight is conditioning. How long? Oh, now that's a serious mistake. Deke Rivers just slapped him in the face. That is a stupid thing to do unless he's ready to back it up with, because why make a guy that size mad?
Here again, Deke going at Candy's strengths, and Bob, it appears to me that if Candy takes a good wide stance, that all the forearms that Deke can deliver in the world aren't going to do a lot of damage.
That's true. They're not going to unless he hits him right on the point of the jaw. You can knock out Andre the Giant if you hit him right. But again, Deke Rivers is like, again, he's not really carrying an assault to the man. He's just sort of feeling him out, and it's the wrong way to do it with this guy. If you're going to feel him out, when you take over on him, you better do something. All right, now there's a way of going to a man's eyes. I think Candy's playing with this guy myself.
That head into the turnbuckle showed no effect whatsoever.
No, and one thing I know about through Ray Candy's career, that the only thing that's kept him from being number one in a lot of ways, because he can control that weight, is the fact that he's a good-hearted person, which is to his credit certainly in his personal life. Ooh. Now again, you notice that he laid that forearm across the chest. He didn't hit him in the mouth and again, he's not, you notice he's not taking a really vicious attack to him. He's just wearing him down, making the man carry his weight. Now, that can be a problem. Deke Rivers, again, knows he needs to get out from under that weight any way he can, which I would do the same thing. If you pull, well, he's going to the eyes again. Now, he better follow us up. He's not doing it.
He needs to stay right on top of this man at this point.
He needs to be on him like a swarm of bees, not just because all he's going to do is this Candy's going to get mad. And when you get him mad, I've seen this guy. Right now, he's not going to be. See, he didn't have him beaten down enough to even get him out of that corner. If you got a man on Dream Street, you can pull him out of the corner no matter how big he is. But he needs to get Candy down. You notice he hasn't gotten him off his feet yet. He needs to get him down on the mat and jump up and down on him with something, his feet, or drop elbows on him or something, because
Candy dazed a bit, but he's been able to stand off the attack of Rivers. It hasn't really done that much damage, Bob. As you say, I think the canvas is the way to go here.
Well, again, I was mentioning earlier, one of the drawbacks with Ray Candy's career is the fact that you need to make him mad before he really gets into high gear, and that's a disadvantage. I know guys that go into the ring and they're like mad dogs when they go in there. Buzz Sawyer for one, myself for another. Go in there just ready, to make it happen right now and not wait and see what your opponent. Like, one thing I know you've noticed, Les, is that, and you people out there, is that Ray Candy has been in a way letting Deke Rivers kind of dictate some of the things that are going to happen in this match. And in my mind, that's not a smart thing to do, because you give a guy half a chance, a finger in the eye. I mean, now Candy's starting to show some. I don't think that foot in the abdomen is going to.
Nice takedown by Ray.
Putting the weight on him. Now, if he's smart, he'll stay on him and not let him up out of there. And if it takes 10 minutes or whatever, blow the guy up. Now, he let Rivers get too close to the rope, and again, he has to let him go. Now, all right, now there was a situation right there where the man's laying flat on his back where a lot of people would have jumped right up and jumped on him. But Candy again showed that he's a fair-minded man. He got up off him, and I believe that eventually, maybe not against Deke Rivers, but against somebody like Super Destroyer, for example, who's his own size, that's going to hurt him. You know what I mean? That's going to hurt you to lay back.
Basically what you're saying, Bob, is Ray Candy waits for you to make it for him to get out there and really dig. Otherwise, he's just going with the flow up to that point.
Right. He's kind of going out there to show his skills. All right, now you can see he's cranked up a little bit. He whipped him that corner, and he put all his weight behind it. All right, now he can flip the man over. Now, if he uses that weight, ooh. Now that. Well, see, now he can finish a match like that. I'm just curious why it took him so long to do it.
The expertise of Bob Roop, and your winner with an elbow and a body press, the Candyman, Ray Candy. We'll be back with more action